U14 Thunderbird action from the Thunderbird Tournament 2010. I'm at Castleton as this venue spread all over Rutland County, but I am here at Castleton, and then we should have a good one. It's the North Stars, the U14 squad. I'll take a look at them over here. They're in the dark uniforms, but the CT North Stars taking on the Thunderbirds, and it's 16-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Basically all the same rules as basketball, three-point shots. You can go zone, you can go press, you can go man. And the roster for the Thunderbirds reads like this. Double zeros, Alex Reedy, Gwen Breslin wearing number 4, Natasha McPhee, number 9, Lauren Eli, 10, Morgan Sharon, number 12, wearing 13, Samantha Abrams, Kelsey Gleason is 14, Lena Giotti is number 20, Faith Kavak is 22, Shannon Hellman is number 32, Ashley Davis, 33, Peyton Ballou, 34, Brianna Trombley, 42, and Lauren Fabian, number 44. And you can see Coach Frank Buggiani there in the huddle. Yes, again, the Thunderbirds tournament is a big deal as they spread out between MSJ's gym, Mill River's 2 gyms, West Rutland's gym, Castleton here with a couple of their gyms. So I mean, it's a big event. Hundreds and hundreds of basketball players will pass through this county this weekend, and the revenue generated between hotels and gasoline sales and restaurants and just shop. I mean, if you go to the mall Saturday and Sunday during this tournament, it is just plugged full of moms and dads and basketball players between games killing time. So this is good for everybody. Again, we did see some of the U14 action earlier in the tournament as this Thunderbird team. Well, you start looking at that roster and you see some Christ the King players, some MSJ players, Rutland players, Mill River players. There's a player from Fairhaven on it, one from Whitehall, New York. So I mean, they're very diversified. And a lot of recruiting goes into, you know, going around to all the different games and watching the players and picking them out and making an offer to, you know, join the Thunderbird organization. As we're set now, I just can see the starting 5. Reedy will come out wearing double zero. 4 is right there is Gwen Breslin. Let's see, Abrams 13 is out there, McPhee number 9, and that is Sharon number 12. So that is the starting 5 for this contest. And again, the North Stars in the dark uniforms. And we are set to toss it up, tip it off, and get this game going underway. The U16 Thunderbird squad winning just previous to this contest. And we're off and going, and the tip's going to be controlled by the North Stars. So that will be number 2, Taylor Clark. Clark will run the point. Clark number 2 with the ball for the North Stars. That's Breslin on her defense team. Breslin, an outstanding defensive player. Had some tremendous games for Christ the King School, not only through the regular season, but then in the CYO tournaments. Nice roll to the hole on the screen. The shot won't drop, and the ball pops around. And it goes off from Abrams' hands. It's going to stay down here with the Stars. Again, has a nice screen and roll play. It was in tight quarters, too, but they executed it very well as Clark will get the ball inbounds, and they're going to rotate it all the way around as Clark went baseline, corner to corner along the baseline. That's Abrams defensively on the play. No shot clock to worry about, and that's going to be Sharon with the rebound on the defensive boards to Abrams, who wanted to get it to McPhee. Might got away with a step there, and McPhee finally did get the ball, but they'll have Breslin run the point and set the table. McPhee plants the pivot foot, and of course Breslin, I mentioned Breslin, McPhee, I mean, plays for Rutland. And it's going to be ball on the baseline. So no score yet, 1 minute into the contest. Abrams will take the ball along the baseline out of bounds for the Thunderbirds, and yeah, they want to reset the ball here. She had a little problem handling it. McPhee will step out, make the grab, and again, if you watch Thunderbird basketball, if the break is there, they will take it. Other than that, they will just be as patient as they can be, run their half-court offense, and if it's not there the first time they run through the play, they'll pull the ball back out and reset it. The Stars, on the other hand, you can already tell, they want to get the ball up and down the floor just like that, as they got it in the hands of Jenkins. She was fouled by Reedy, and she was fouled in the act of shooting, so the game's first foul will lead to 2 free throws. So Jenkins, 24, stepping in the line for the North Stars. Right now we're at a scoreless game, and Jenkins trying to do something about that. We'll put it up and does get the basket. Took it to the second to decide if it wanted to fall through the hoop or not, but it will. So Jenkins on her second shot, day number 2 of the tournament. We'll rattle it in, and we'll have a 2-0 score. No press in the backcourt. You see Breslin kind of glancing around, making sure that nobody was sneaking up on her. And on how you determine the champion of the tournament, well, it's pretty complicated for a guy like me. But obviously, it's how many games you win. Then it's by how many points do you win by. And, you know, there's a whole formula they use. So they will assess the foul to the North Stars. Well, they're looking for Reedy, and she did a smart thing. She tipped the ball up and caught it herself. The shot by Sharon was blocked that time. Back to Reedy, and no. Reedy's got great hands. McPhee up too strong. Might have rushed the shot a tad. So we'll stay at 2-0. And there's the outlet pass. Breslin back defensively will plant herself, alter the shot. Ball will come out. Breslin will be tripped up, goes to the floor, and Clark sets it up for a 3-ball. No. And that will be a foul. Breslin had an opportunity for it, but Peck came in and fouled her, and Peck helped up off the floor. It seems to be all right. And you see the push, well, you couldn't see it, but he made the push call. And McPhee will be in the backcourt with Breslin. 2-0. North Stars with the lead. And we're early. We're at just almost 2 minutes played here in this first half, 16-minute halves, which I wish high schools would go to in Vermont, halves instead of quarters. And Clark with the steal. Breslin back, and foul on Breslin. Yeah, she had to come in a little bit sooner than that, and she didn't, and she'll pick up the foul, and that will send Clark to the line. That's where the first 2 points came from, was the free throw line for the Stars, and of course those were made by Jenkins. This is Clark now. Got it. So they're 3 for 3 as a team from the free throw line, and that's what we stand at, 3-0 right now. At the Glenbrook Gymnasium and Castleton campus. Beautiful place. I mean, yesterday I had a couple complaints, but I always do. Today the heat, yesterday the heat literally had to be almost 80 degrees here from the heating system. That's been corrected. It's very comfortable in here, very nice in here. Parking still stinks, but no good. Long rebound. Going to be taken back by McPhee. She'll swing the ball over to Sharon, and Sharon will take the shot, and short. Reedy with a finger on it, able to save it back to McPhee. She twists around, lost her bounce, and out of the pack will come the Stars, trying to get the push, and no. I'll tell you what, Sharon and McPhee did a heck of a job getting back there and not letting Peck take the uncontested layup. And it will be white basketball. Okay, so they'll have it on the in line, taking the ball up with 13:23 to go, down just 4. And as you see Breslin turn to the bench as they get the play called out, and McPhee will stand at the elbow and take a few dribbles, swing the ball back to Breslin. Reedy to the hole, no. And that's going to come all the way up top, and they'll get a second chance here as they'll retain possession off the missed shot as McPhee pushed it to Breslin to Reedy. I like that. I like what they're doing going inside to Reedy. And she will draw the foul, and Alex Reedy will go to the line and shoot a couple. And that is what I'm talking about, how their offense is geared to be that patient. That, oh, God, I don't know the word I want, but just the protocol they go through. The different stages, and they'll run through those half-court plays. Reedy will put him on the board with that free throw. We'll make it 4-1 now. She played for MSA varsity this past year. Did a very good job. And she's just a freshman there. And that won't go. It's set on the rim, and it will go off from Jenks out of bounds. No, Jenkins out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Thunderbirds. Now, the Thunderbirds are the kind of team that won't light it up a lot offensively, so they've got to take advantage of those breaks like that, getting a second chance to have the possession in their offensive end. So the North Stars, Peck has the ball. We'll go to Jenkins. Jenkins looks for Clark, and she'll come back around on the cut, and that's going to be off from the defender. I wasn't sure, but they'll, of course, it doesn't matter if I'm sure. The officials are sure, and that will be the North Stars basketball. Again, they run a lot of baseline cuts, baseline screens down there. That's blocked by Breslin to Reedy, and then Breslin will get the ball back. When Breslin going long distance, just out of the reach of McPhee. Yep. And you can see the tempo change. Could have been a foul there, I share, and they didn't call it. Up and no. Reedy has the tempo right now. You really got to think favors the North Stars as they're getting it up and down the floor. But Coach Bujani telling his team to slow it down now. He doesn't want the tempo to get away from him. McPhee will chase it down in the corner, keep the ball in bounds, getting lost or bounced, went down hard. We'll get back up, and they're going to swing the ball into Sharon. That was just well defended by Jenkins, and she actually ends up with the basketball after creating the steal. And she'll go to Peck now. Peck will pivot after she killed the dribble, and on the drive, no. Blocked by Reedy. The shot was taken by Carr on the original shot, and then Reedy with the big block on Breslin. Again, Abrams wanted to feed Sharon down low, and I thought it was knocked away from Sharon, and that's what the officials say, so. We'll have the Thunderbirds taking the ball out of bounds, down by 3, 4-1 with 11:15 to go in the first half of play in this AAU tournament, the Thunderbird tournament 2010. And that's Eli in the ball game as Clark got a piece of it and knocked the ball away. This is Peck. Back to Clark. Angled away from the basket, made a tougher shot, and to the corner it'll go. And yeah, it was last touched by a hustling number 35, Francis Bellin. So the ball will go to the Thunderbirds. They haven't faced any press yet in the backcourt. I don't think that's a bad thing offensively. Turn around and see the defender in your face because it makes you very intense bringing the ball up the floor. Eli's pass to Reedy. They'll bring it back to Breslin. Up and no. Had a good look, just didn't get the shot to drop, and then the ball finally contained by the North Stars. They're in the dark uniforms out there. They've got the 4-1 lead. 10.5 to go in the first half, 16-minute halves. Peck, long three, short off the front of the rim, down and foul. Came right down to her teammate, Beline, and she put the shot up and missed it, but got fouled, and she'll have 2 free throws now. There's a big difference in the depth of the bench. It's just 2 subs on the bench for the North Stars. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players on the bench for the Thunderbirds. It's Kavakis coming in, number 22 now, and she will replace Sharon. That's a Thunderbird substitution. So on the second shot, trying to salvage 1 and 2 here. She won't, and Kavakis kept it alive. Did more than keep it alive. She actually got possession of the ball. Breslin will go behind the back. Line pass front court. Eli on the elbow. Back between circles to Breslin, and she'll go to Kavakis now. And that was a tough pass, and Eli will get it tied up, and a good job scrambling down on the floor, but it's going to be Thunderbird ball on the baseline. As they get set up in the formation. Oh, there's a question on the arrow, and they're saying it should be North Star basketball. So the official right on top of it will make the change, and it'll be the North Stars with the substitution in the ball game now. That's Chelsea Burns. So Burns, number 11, will bring the ball into play. And Carr working against Eli. Eli in a good defensive posture. Goes on top of the screen and then stayed with Carr all the way down through. Clark, little jump hook, no good. Reedy again on those defensive boards, a 1 and done. And low scoring games, it's been the ones that I have done. They've been all low scoring games in the tournament. And that picked off on top, and Clark off to the races. Got it. So on the turnover, it turns into 2 points. Breslin, and now looking for, oh, I'm not sure who that was for. The Kavakis was kind of in the area. As Helen will come in the ballgame now. Shannon Helen replace Abrams. She'll be wearing number 32, and she is a Thunderbird substitution. She also plays for Fairhaven. That's where her school balls played, so Fairhaven. And boy, a lot of screens being set. Got a foul on Eli, a push called. And that is just 2 team fouls. Yeah, on the Thunderbirds, 5. I lost track of that. 5 team fouls on the North Stars. That's Clark working against Breslin in that man-to-man defense, and Breslin able to slide through the screen. Reedy knocked the ball away. In position now to take away the baseline. Shot comes from the corner, no good. And I tell you what, that's a good tip out. Eli off to the races, had the ball knocked away from behind, and it should stay. It will be Thunderbird basketball. 6-1. Thunderbirds being held to 1 free throw right now. Yeah, as they check positioning on the floor, and they're happy with it, and that's going to be almost a steal. No, it will become a definite steal. Kavakis knocked it away, but I think it'll still be Star basketball. Clark, number 2, Taylor Clark, looking for the official and made a good throw. Now Clark will get the ball in bounds to Carr. So it looks like Clark and Carr will be the backcourt. And she traveled. Oh, no, she got fouled, they're going to say. As Helen will be called for the foul, which created the travel. I tell you, Clark's got that burst of speed. She's got good quickness out there. It's Burns with the basketball. Remember, she came in a few plays ago, and she'll push the pass to the elbow. That's Kavakis there defensively. 8.5 to go as we're nearing that midway point of the first half of play. Burns. A lot of movement, but didn't really go far, and they go to the free throw line. Traveled that time. Yeah. Get that quick first step, but didn't put the ball down, so they will turn it over. And that whole play, that whole sequence offensively looked out of sync. Breslin to Eli as they're trying to find a right combination here to click for the Thunderbirds, and the ball tipped back out, and Clark and Burns on the finish. No, got a foul on Eli. 2 shots coming up as Burns was angled away from the basket, but got a little push on the shot. So mostly offense from both teams coming from the free throw line here in the first half. See Burns missed the first shot by a little bit. And Giotti now will come in for Reedy for the Thunderbirds. And Giotti wearing number 20. And gets 1 of 2 to drop. That's big improvement from the first shot. Makes it 7-1. So down by just 6, but really at the midway point without a point from the field. They've had just the free throw. Now be knocked out of bounds, and Giotti will go over the doorway and collect the basketball. And Helen will take the ball out of bounds. They want to slide her to the corner. Now they're set. They run that stack up high. Eli with the catch. Then to give to Breslin. Goes baseline, running one-hander, no good. Nice position for the rebound, and then the foul on Kavakis as number 35, Beline. Able to get in, and already the one-on-one with 7:44 to go in the first half. The North Stars in the one-on-one. And so Beline will come down now and take the shot. Well, the first of possibly 2 shots here. And that was off the mark, and Giotti will hustle to the loose ball and get the rebound. Breslin and Giotti, teammates at Christ the King. Kavakis, tough shot. Great pass to get her the ball, but then the defenders just kind of swallowed her up. And another one and done. And again, they're only down 6 And that's the good thing because they've been a little sluggish offensively. Burns with a running one-hander trying to kiss it off the glass, no good. And then a big struggle for the basketball, and it'll be a jump ball situation, and the arrow will go in possession of the Thunderbirds. Now they call high-low. Let's see what that is. That's just an outside shot. That was halfway down and popped out on Eli. Here's the push the other way. The Stars trying to work it from the elbow inside and not there. Good defense in transition that time by the Thunderbirds. Did Breslin touch it? No, she didn't. She got into vision. She screened out the intended target, Clark, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be Thunderbird basketball looking for their first points from the field as they have that one free throw. Kavakis, oh, she got down in no man's land and had the ball, fortunately, slapped out of bounds by the North Stars. Breslin catch fire, no good. Giotti has it, muscled it up and hit the bottom of the backboard. Might have hurried the shot a little bit, but had the right idea, get the shot back up as quick as she could. So again, another low-scoring game here in the first half. They're going all the way through the baseline. The Stars, Clark shot, no good. Rebound, Burns. Tell you what, Burns is coming off the bench. Has been quite a spark plug. Oh, and she'll did it. Yeah, Chelsea Burns. Looking good off the bench. 9-1 now as Thunderbirds having a problem with that 2-3 zone. Clark at the top, just big and strong, able to leap up top. Burns trying to take it all the way to the hole. Didn't get the whistle, didn't get the shot, and the rebound will be controlled by Jenkins, so she'll bring it up top to her teammate. And there's the penetration below the free throw line, and the shot off the window too hard. Jenkins up on the follow-up, no good. Breslin with the basketball, and she will be fouled. Yeah, blocking foul will be on Clark as she got sliding and never established position. And I think we're going to have Davis come in for Breslin for the Thunderbirds. And of course, Davis is from Whitehall, and yesterday she was pretty hot from the three-point line. She made a couple in the first game that I was here for. So they've got to keep on her on the perimeter. Hellman wanted to force the ball down inside to Kavakis, and that was just too many dark jerseys there, and the Stars will come out of the pack with yet another turnover. They'll go to Burns. Foul fake, one baseline, running one-hander, no good. Picked up by her teammate, and they'll just reset the offense now. So they're getting multiple chances now off from missed shots. The Stars are Kavakis. Look at that, got it. A lot of quickness, lead to 10 now at 11-1. As Davis to Eli, shot up and a little bit strong as one off from the window. Out of the pack, here come the Stars. They got the tempo where they want it. They go right past the defender, and on the drive, the foul occurred before the shot. But they'll still be the 1-1. I don't think he realizes it's the 9th team foul. I don't get this, it's the 9th. Oh, geez, I'm grown, Jerry. You're looking at the, I'm looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. It's 9 fouls on. Well, why'd it says to foul that way? It's 9 fouls on the board against the Stars, but on that last foul, which is called against the Thunderbirds, they put it up on the Stars side. And that's why everybody went to the free throw line. So I don't know what this foul situation is because I think the board's a little discombobulated right now. Dawn, travel called. That time the defense got out there and just swarmed around her. And tell you, they are only down 10, but there's only 4.5 left in the first period of play. They're talking about the Thunderbirds. They got to get some offense here, a couple baskets. And here comes the push the other way. Now Gleason in the ballgame. I missed that. Gleason is coming along with Trombley for the Thunderbirds. There's a couple substitutions off that long bench for Coach Bujani, and that will be Trombley making the defensive play, knocking the ball out of bounds. as Clark will come in and take the ball and bounce. Now Peck had started, but Clark will take it over, and she'll throw the long throw over the top of the defense. Peck, contact, got it, count it. Peck made the basket, gets the and one now. So that was pretty impressive. That lead will go to 12. With a chance for more here from the free throw line. And so Peck, who started the early portion of the ball game off offensively, doing a lot of good things, then kind of had her teammates assume different roles to score some points. She'll come back there with that good play. She'll miss the free throw, and Miss Davis from Whitehall will go to Gleason. Gleason had the ball knocked away. Clark made the steal, and building up in the hands of Carr. So Carr, 23, handles the ball very well, and she gets the push now. Clark all the way around, the defense chase, just to get the finish. There's Peck, up, Peck, one more time. No, who touched it last? It's going to be touched by the Thunderbirds, and boy, they're just being out-quicked right now by the North Stars. And there's the touch by Burns. They'll just rotate the ball all the way around. Carr wanted to catch a shoot to get a clean catch. Will penetrate, dish the ball back to Peck. She'll step to the hole from the baseline. No good, and that's going to be off from the North Stars, out of bounds to the Thunderbirds. And yeah, man, they're in danger. The Thunderbirds are, with 3.5 to go in the first half, and going a half a basketball without scoring a basket, other than that one free throw. And Trombley just took her eye off the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's a very young Thunderbird team, not making excuses for them, but they have, I believe, at least 3, 4 8th graders on their team. As Clark's going to come out now and take a breather for the North Stars. And that's Carr now. It's going to run the point with Carr. With Clark on the bench, will be Carr running the point full time now. And boy, they let some contact go. There's Kavakis had hit the floor, and if anything, I thought it was going to be an offensive or a defensive foul. They didn't call it. So Davis and Eli in the back court now as the Thunderbirds searching for a combination here. Davis to Kavakis, the defender up flying by her, takes the shot, uses the window, no good. And boy, they crashed to the floor. That was Kavakis that went down hard. Burns going to take it in flighting. Whoa, offensive foul called. And Eli took the shot and gets up holding the back of her head, but I tell you what, that is a tough, tough play. And that was a charge, an offensive foul called. I know what, Eli's a lot tougher than me. I'd still be down on the floor. That's Eli with the ball. Put the shot up, nicked the rim, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be the North Stars with just 2.5 to go in the first half, and they've been held to 13 points. But the good news is the Thunderbirds have only scored 1 point, so there's Peck lobbing the ball down inside. Burns can't finish it off. Now what happened was the battery died right in the middle of all the action. You have missed no fouls, you have missed no free throws, you have missed no baskets. Just a couple possessions that went up and down the floor. And Lauren Fabian going to be bringing the ball into play, and that will be a timeout taken by the Thunderbirds, and we'll have a chance now to read the roster to you. It's a long roster, so now you bear with me. I'll zoom in on the huddle. You see Coach Frank Bougiani there. But for the U14 Thunderbirds, they have 00 Alex Reedy, Gwen Breslin, number 4, Natasha McPhee, number 9, Lauren Eli, 10, 12 is Morgan Sharon, Samantha Abrams is 13, Kelsey Gleason wearing 14, Liana Giotti is 20, Faith Kavak is 22, Shannon Helen is 32, 33 Ashley Davis, 34 Peyton Ballou, Brianna Trombley is 42, and Lauren Fabian 44. And right now, the young Thunderbird squad has 16 fouls on them, 10 team fouls on the North Stars, and the score 13-1 North Stars. That has not been an offensive masterpiece here in the first half by either side. More importantly, though, Thunderbirds have got to find a combination to get a basket. before the half, just so they have something positive to build upon. So Fabian will go back to the inline. There's Lauren, and she has Davis, and Davis is a young lady I told you from Whitehall. Fabian, of course, plays for Christy King. And with 1:39 to go, the clock will start the first half of play. Trombley to Davis to Gleason. Pulled the shot down. Fabian puts the ball on the floor and will dribble it up to the top of the arc, and that's just tough to toss back across that defense. That's a couple steals now, and there's the basket by Kayla Carr. Makes it 15-1. North Stars with the lead. That's that 2-3 zone, and it's physically a lot taller at the top of that 2-3. They're having problems. The Thunderbirds are throwing over the top of them. That's off the mark, and the rebound will come down and be controlled by the Stars. 52 seconds to go in the first half. As they'll go inside, and Beline puts up a wild shot and almost able to get her own rebound, and now we will have the foul called on the hold down inside. Fabian came out of the pack with the basketball, and that will be the 7th team foul. It'll be the 1-1, and they'll walk down the other end, and I believe it'll be Fabian taking the shot, or shots, if things go well. Yeah, and so that is the 7th foul, so they'll be shooting at least the 1-1 the rest of this first half. And just a little bit off the mark. Peck with the rebound, and looks like Peck's going to bring the ball down herself. As Peck into the front court to Burns, to Beline. Burns thought about the 3 ball, and they'll rotate the pass around. Carr will end up with it, and she'll bring it back between circles. 17 seconds to go, and the ball a tad bit behind Beline, and they're going to call a quick jump ball. Well, plenty of time, 14.6 seconds to go to get a decent shot off here, especially with no press in the back court. Davis sets up the 3 ball, nope. And Beline to Burns, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, as she will get the shot up, and good. And that's going to be the first half, a 17-1 North Star lead in U14 basketball over the Thunderbirds in the Thunderbird Tournament 2010. Well, it'll be the Stars basketball. It's going to be Clark back in the ball game. And where do you start? Well, the Stars have scored 17 points. So if you're the Thunderbirds, you say, well, I've only given up 17 points in a half of basketball. I can't be in terrible shape. But then you look at the scoreboard and see that as a team, the Thunderbirds have only scored 1 point. That's where you start. Offense, or none of. See what adjustments have been made. They've started Reedy here in the second half. See if they can get the ball down inside to her. Davis will have a chance at the rebound, and it will bounce away from her. On the break, here comes Clark. She'll stop short, pull up, use the window, and kiss it in. Again, like I told you earlier, the champion of the overall tournament for whatever age bracket, so this is a U14 we're watching, is determined by obviously how many games you win, but there's a big formula, how many margin of victory, points you scored, all that good stuff goes into factoring for tiebreaker situations. The champion of the tournament as Davis tried a couple threes earlier. Right now they're looking at that zone defense, and physically, size-wise, they're being outmatched by the Stars as they're just having trouble working on. As they try to keep throwing over the top of that 2-3 zone, and they've given a lot of turnovers. So Carr, we ran the point between her and Clark, did a nice job, and Carr will start things off by running the point. She'll come to Clark now, who's on the elbow. As it looks like a zone also being played by the Thunderbirds. Clock will be 16-minute halves. It's down to 14:30 to go in the second half. 19-1, the Stars with the lead. Giotti getting the start here in the second half was there defensively on that back line of the 2-3 zone. It's Reedy, Abrams, Davis, and Eli. That's the 5 in there for the Thunderbirds, and they'll get a second chance off the missed shot, and they will get it buried by Peck. Peck will make the bucket, making it 21-1. Yeah, and they'll look at that zone again. Reedy will stand on top of the arc and then snap the pass up on the side to Eli. And again, you can see him having trouble just getting the pass down inside. And there's the trap in the corner, and Giotti's got nowhere to go with the ball. And somehow she found just enough of a piece of daylight to get the shot off. And that might have been tipped on Davis. It goes to Abrams, up short. Rebound will be controlled by Jenkins, and she'll give it off to Carr. Oh, not a pretty game for the Thunderbirds, though. But, you know, they're out there trying, plugging away. And they are definitely in the zone. As Clark, there's no shot clock. They're just trying to draw him out of the zone. And I know in theory why, but I'm not sure why in this case, since they've been effective against every defense that the Thunderbirds have thrown out. So yeah, they can take as much time off here as they want. The Thunderbirds, if they want to sit back in the zone, can. Oh yeah, there's not a lot to talk about. That's why it's a quiet game right now. And Jenkins will make the grab, save the ball, bring the pass back to Clark, and on this edge of the 2-3 zone, it's Davis. They're trying to roll the ball from the free throw line down in. Boline will put the shot up, it'll rim out, and Clark will save it inside, and Jenkins had her shot blocked by Reedy. And that's going to roll all the way over to Abrams. Here's Eli looking for the push. Eli down the right side of the court, and Eli from her butt will make the pass. Abrams just a little off the mark, and Reedy will make the save. Clark will be in the way. She'll grab the basketball, and now Carr will slow it down, look to the sideline, get the play call. 21-1, North Stars with the lead. And you see now Eli step up and put pressure on the ball. To Boline, she'll put the shot up from the free throw line, becomes a pass. Reedy with yet another block, ends up in Abrams' hands, and her pass stolen by Carr, and Carr will dribble to the corner, bring it back between the circles now. And hand it off to Clark. They build that little triangle offensively. Peck over the top to Boline. She wanted to slide the ball down inside to Jenkins, and that will be a foul on Giotti. And I believe there'll be 2 shots also. That'll stop the clock with 11:28 to go in the second half as the U14 Thunderbirds down by a bunch. I think the most remarkable thing is that they're still looking for their first field goal from the field. They've got the 1 free throw, which seems like about a century ago. As I believe, see, I don't have a 10 on my roster for the North Stars, but I haven't seen a lady named Wilkins play yet, so I'm going to think 10 is Wilkins, and that's what I'll go with. And then Burns back in there, number 11. As Burns was very effective off the bench for the North Stars, as Eli going to go down inside. Breslin back in after she got some work done on her leg and blocked, and a foul will be called, and Giotti should go to the line and shoot a couple. And that foul confirmed. It is on Peck. And so Giotti just waiting for everybody to get assembled on the paint. And that's all set now. So let's just recap. We have Abrams, Giotti, and Reedy, Eli, and Breslin, the 5 on the floor for Thunderbirds, and that shot will be good by Giotti. Her first points of the ball game, and you know, believe it, no lead is insurmountable. So the second shot from Liana Giotti is perfect. She now becomes leading scorer in the ball game for the Thunderbirds. Lead cut to 18. Clark to Burns. Burns was a very aggressive offensive player. And that time they couldn't thread the needle. They'll get the benefit of the bounce, and Jenkins will be fouled, and Jenkins will go to the line to shoot 2. And again, they were just very patient on the offensive set. It's Justice Jenkins now will step up there with just a tad under 11 minutes to play here in the second half. And I think I mispronounced her name as I hear him call her Justice Jenkins, not Justine. I just can't read my own writing, so. And now Sharon coming in for Reedy, as that is the first team foul of the second half on the Thunderbirds. Jenkins can't roll it in there. Sharon going to be tied up by Peck, and it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Yeah, so Breslin now wearing a knee brace on her right knee. And Eli passes way behind her, and it'll be a turnover. And they will have the backcourt combination of Peck and Clark working for the Stars. And again, not a lot to talk about. 22-3 the score. And it's been a very one-sided game. Not for lack of effort. Don't take it personal. It's Burns that time tied up by Eli, and it'll be Clark taking the ball out of bounds. And you see Burns walking the ball on the top of the arc to Peck, and now back to Clark. They come to Burns as they rotate it all the way around that perimeter. She wants to wrap the ball inside. Beautiful pass and the finish. What a pass. It all started with that wraparound pass along the baseline, and then Jenkins with the finish. Kabak is going to be coming off the bench, heading toward the scores table. She'll check in for the Thunderbirds. That shot up and no good. Rebound, Abrams, no. One more time as they'll pull the ball out this time. The rebound was to Sharon, and they want to give the ball back to Sharon. She'll split the defense, step to the hole, get her own missed shot. Sharon having a good offensive sequence, turns and got it. Boy, Sharon earned that. I'll tell you, that was good work by Sharon. Makes it a 24-5 ball game, and that becomes the first official shot from the field. There's a steal. Breslin up ahead to Eli, got behind the defense, and Eli, nope, rushed it. Breslin came out of nowhere to get it and put it up with the left hand. And a run put together here by the Thunderbirds, 24-7 now. And I believe we have a timeout taken by the North Stars with 9:14 to go in the second half of play, and the Thunderbirds starting to get it together. First timeout taken by the North Stars, I believe, in a ball game. And boy, if you could have heard the toughness in the talk they were given by their coach, you would have thought they're down by 30 instead of being up 24-7. They go inside, outside. They work the middle and then kick the ball back out. They went baseline. That was sealed off by Kabakis. And the pass inside. Sharon with the steal. Breslin got company coming up behind her, and I believe went out from Breslin's foot. Yeah, good call. Went out from Breslin's foot out of bounds. It'll become Star basketball. Okay, so as they set up now, there's no pressure in the backcourt, and Carr, there she is. I got a little bit of ahead of her here with the camera. Clark waited until Peck went through, and then Peck gave the ball back up. Burns left the ball back for Carr, and now Carr will direct some traffic. So Burns comes to the right elbow, middle of the floor. Peck gave it up. Burns putting it up, and no, it'll pop out for the rebound. Jenkins, she'll step to the hole, and that was blocked by Sharon. And I believe Sharon touched the last play. Sharon in the second half coming out here like a house on fire. Playing very aggressive and very strong out there for the Thunderbirds. Burns open, sets, fires, drained it. Nobody on her, and she just squared up to the basket and drained it. at the midway point. 8 minutes to go in the basketball game. 26-7. Stars with the lead. And Sharon able to save the ball, and she'll let Breslin reset the offense. Nice grab by Abrams. Kavakis got it. Hey, they're chipping away, 26-9. As again, Carr running the point to Burns. Jenkins baseline foul. Yeah, a little bit bumped there by Sharon. Not much she could do because they've given up the position defensively. And Jenkins will step to the line where she'll get a couple shots. She was fouled in the act of shooting. That is just the third team foul. Jenkins will be good on her first shot. Just one team foul on the North Star squad. And nobody on either side in any foul trouble. And Jenkins looked good, got them both. I don't know if the sub come in. It's going to be Boleen coming in for Jenkins. And that is a change for the CT North Stars. As Thunderbirds showed much better improvement here in the second half. They've scored 8 of their 9 points here in the second half. Abrams, no. And Kavakis will save it on that inline. She tiptoed along the inline, got it to Breslin. Her pass tipped around, and then the foul by Sharon as Peck came flying out of nowhere to grab the basketball on the run, and Sharon just instinctively reached out and grabbed her. So it'll be a side-out deal, and that becomes the 4th team foul on the Stars. Well, Sharon saw it, read it, and Sharon on the break, trying to split the defense, gets down there, and Burns will slap the ball away to the corner, and it'll be Thunderbirds basketball out of bounds on the far side of the Glenbrook Gym here in Castleton. Yeah, it's going to be Abrams taking the ball out of bounds. We're in that stack formation on the far side of the paint. Don't go right back to Abrams, turns, fires, got it. Nice job by Abrams. Much tougher shot than it looked. 28-11, 6:48 to go to the basketball game. Stars with the lead, Stars with the ball. Clark, baseline, beat the defender, just tough on the shot. It was a long angle, and she overshot the basket. Carr will have a piece of it, it'll go out of bounds, and Eli will be there for the Thunderbirds, and she'll bring the ball into play to Breslin. And it looks like McPhee coming off the bench for the Thunderbirds is going to be coming in the ball game. Gleason catches, fires, and front rimmed it. Stayed back for a second defensively. Now she'll pull back, get into position on the other end of the floor. Waits for Burns. And like I said, Burns doesn't start either half, but she plays a lot of minutes off the bench, and a very impressive player. Burns ball fakes, goes around Kavakis, leaves it for Boleen. She'll step to the hole. That might have been blocked by Kavakis. No, went off the hands of Boleen out of bounds, so the Thunderbirds will get the basketball down just 17. Again, no press being extended into the backcourt. Eli and Breslin are the backcourt. And that was just a tough pass to handle. Kavakis couldn't short hop it. And on the turnover, McPhee will come in now for Abrams for the Thunderbirds in the white uniforms. Yeah, and it has been no press extended by the Thunderbirds. They played that 2-3 zone here all through the second half. They're looking for the cut, and Breslin got a hand on it, pushed the pass to Eli. It was behind her, and it will be stolen away by Breslin to Eli again, and that will be a foul on Burns. Yeah. As she got a little bit aggressive there, and Eli got all kinds of help getting up off the floor. And that is just the 5th team foul. And Eli going to come out as she's holding her lower back, and hopefully she'll be okay. Davis came off the bench to replace her. McPhee with a touch to go inside to Gleason. She'll take the one dribble, and Carr was behind her. Will slap the ball away and actually just keep it on the dribble herself. As they ask Burns to step outside the elbow. Back to Boline. The Pack can't get the finish. That was a well-executed play. They just get the shot to drop as Kavakis will throw over the top of the defender and get it into the hands of Breslin. 4:49 to go in the second half. Kavakis catches, fires long and strong, no good. Clark will dribble baseline, then pass the ball to Peck, and Peck waits to get to the timeline, and now she'll work to the top of the circle to Boline, and they get their spacing on the floor correct now. There's Peck against Gleason, foul on Gleason. Yeah, well, she got the ball well below the free throw line, and then Gleason really, at that point, wasn't much she could do about it, and she will commit the foul. And that will stop the clock at 4:28 to go. And a 28-11 score. And Peck, after a good long wait, will put the shot up and be off the mark. And the substitution, I believe, is Jenkins. She's at the bench. She's going to come in for the shooter, Peck, and that's why there was no substitution on the buzzer. Again, Peck taking her time, eyes the basket, and no. Kavakis couldn't keep it alive. Peck stepped in and took the shot, missed it. Gleason will save it. It'll come out to Kavakis, and she'll roll the pass in the direction of McPhee, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow's going to go with the Thunderbirds, and it is now an official substitution as Jenkins will come into the ball game. Wearing number 24 in the dark uniforms for the Stars. McPhee to Breslin, and she bounced to the outside as that zone defense has been very active up top, and no. Now Breslin reached over the top of Jenkins, kept the ball alive momentarily, but it will become Stars basketball. 28-11 the score. And in this half, it was 17-1 at the half, so it's become an 11-10 second half, which is a moral victory for the Thunderbirds. There's a foul called, and that will send Jenkins to the line, where last time she was there, she was 2 for 2. And like I said, just a smidgen under 4 minutes left in the second half of play. And she's a perfect 3 for 3 from the line here in the second half. Again, this is the Bougiani Thunderbird Tournament 2010. Various gym is played in, but I'm at the Castleton State College, Glenbrook Gym, and Kavakis will tip it back to Boline, and she will get the finish. That kind of summed up the game right there. 31-11, the Stars. That'll go out of bounds, and now Giotti and Reedy will come in the ballgame for the Thunderbirds. Gleason and Kavakis will catch the breath. 3:39 to go in the basketball game. There is, not that it'll come into play here, but if this were to be tied, there is overtime format that I won't have to get into because it's not going to be an issue in this ballgame. Burns calls for the ball, will get the ball, and she'll spin away from the defense of Breslin, and they'll rotate the ball around to Carr, now to Jenkins. Burns, Clark, and we're going to have a Stars timeout with 3:14 to go in the basketball game. 31-11, Stars with the lead. Clark quickly will get into the Carr after that second timeout taken here of this second half by the Stars. The shot off the mark, the long rebound will go out of bounds, and it was last touched by McPhee. And it's going to be the same person. Clark will take it out, and they're going to set the box up. They'll have her slide over Tad. There she goes. Breslin almost able to get a hand on it. Burns with a long pass. Giotti will get there and knock the ball out of bounds. Way too long a pass. And Fabian will come in for Davis. That's a change for the Thunderbirds. Fabian will be wearing number 44. Like I said, Burns, for whatever reasons, doesn't start, but good player out there for the Stars as Breslin will go up to the left hand and was fouled by Carr. That will send Glenn Breslin to the line. Going to shoot a couple. And she will definitely be more than 2 shots. And for the team's 12th point, she'll get it from the line and get that second shot here. That's just the 3rd team foul. As she goes 2 for 2 from the line. Sorry, it's just the 3rd team foul on the North Stars. Clark went inside to Jenkins. She made a good grab of a hard pass. The defense behind her was Giotti. That was very well played. Reedy has come in the ballgame, 0-0. Also for the Thunderbirds. Carr to Boleen, and she wants to slide the ball down inside. We have a travel called on Boleen. So the ball will go on the inline. McPhee will bring it in to Breslin. There's no press in the backcourt. Fabian with a nice grab on the leap will come out to Reedy between the circles, and Reedy fires a pass underneath the arms of Clark, got it to Breslin, and she's able to regather the basketball after it slipped out of her hand. That pass tipped will go to Breslin. That's tipped will go to Giotti, and that's going to be stolen. So a lot of tipping, and then finally the steal by Carr. 2 minutes to go in the basketball game. 31-13 North Stars. Then they spread the floor and work the passes. See Clark come up top, and they'll pop her the ball. They'll go to the free throw line on to Boleen and slide it down to Jenkins. Giotti will force her to the outside. They'll just reset the play now. And the pass intended for Jenkins was behind her and tied up. The arrow will stay with the North Stars, and they'll have the ball. Down and in on the baseline. As Trombley coming in now, she'll replace McPhee for the North Stars. Trombley will be wearing number 42. Again, right now, I haven't really seen a shot in the last minute and a half, but the steal by Breslin to Fabian. She'll chase the pass down, catch, turn, fire, short, ball tipped around. Breslin will come out of the pack with it, and she's a sharp player out there for the Thunderbirds. Trombley, I think that was blocked. It almost came down the hands of Reedy. Boleen got it, shuffled the pass off the Peck. Peck with a minute to go will break the timeline. Now she'll slide the pass to Jenkins at the free throw line. Nice cut down inside, and Boleen can't get it to finish. Jenkins can't get it to finish, and Reedy will come out of there, and the pass intended for Trombley was taken away. Giotti able to get the ball to Breslin. And I'm not sure, was it tipped? No, it was not. It was a pass intended for Fabian, and it was just off the mark a tad. That will become North Stars basketball. Just 41 seconds to go. And it was a game that was pretty much dominated and controlled by the North Stars right from the opening tip until now, as Trombley, nice job of bringing the ball up the floor to Breslin on the run, off the glass with a one-hander, no good. Fabian and Reedy pressuring in the backcourt, and a foul will be on Reedy. And that was only the, well, it says 7th foul, so it'll be the 1-on-1. So with just 17.2 seconds to go, we'll walk it down the other end of the floor. And I'm waiting to see if it will be Peck. It will be Peck taking the shots here. And there really haven't been a lot of free throws attempted by the North Stars here in this overall basketball game. And that shot good. 32-13 now. And the second shot coming up with Peck at the line. Again, takes her time, puts it up, and got it. Nice release, snap of the wrist, and Fabian will hustle back, get the ball, and bring it into Breslin. This is Trombley, and he'll stand on the edge. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Trombley wants to dump the ball down inside the Reedy, and Believe got there and knocked it out of bounds. But that will have still 4.2 seconds on the clock. To Breslin, pulled the shot down, felt the body there, hit the side of the backboard, and that's going to be the ball game. So a 33-13 win for the North Stars over the U14 Thunderbirds.